Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here today with a product that I've had my eye on for a couple of years now and just never, for one reason or another, never ended up picking one up. And it wasn't until just recently when I got a comment on one of my videos from one of my viewers, and he said, you need to get yourself a TigerTail. He's like, it's one of the best accessories that I have for my ATV. And we got into some conversation back and forth, and it made me remember how cool I thought this product was when I saw videos on it, and how easy and convenient it makes recovery or towing, you know, when you're stuck in the mud and that kind of thing. And I reached out to KFI, who makes the TigerTail, and asked if they'd be interested in sending one out for me to try and use in my videos and put it to work and just sort of see how it works. And they were super responsive. They sent one out almost immediately, and I just got it today. So I thought I'd do a quick unboxing. There's not really a whole lot to the install of it other than putting the mounting bracket together. But I think it'll be a really cool product for you guys to see, and I'm excited to get it mounted up. So let's just get the box open and see what we got inside. All right, guys, so if you're looking at these on their website, they actually come in a lot of different colors and even different rope options. I opted for the black with orange rope. It's going to be going on my my 23 XMR. So because it has like the reddish orange bumpers and that kind of thing, I thought the orange rope might be cool. And then it's a lot easier to see in the mud as well when you're out there and it's all covered. So this is what we've got in here. Get that out of the way. So we've got the TigerTail itself, it looks like, and then the mounting bracket. So we'll open that after. Let's get the goods open first. And they have all different options. So you can get the actual TigerTail itself in different colors, blue, orange. I think they had different color greens, gray, all kinds of different things to match your machine. And this, actually that looks really cool, just already with the orange rope. Get that pulled out. It is heavy. I think this itself is about 9 pounds. The total shipping box, I think, was about 20 pounds or 21 pounds, something like that. But the packaging it's really heavy cardboard as well. So you're probably looking in around like 19 pounds, something like that, with the TigerTail and the mounting bracket. And then some really heavy duty hardware in here as well. Just get this out. So if you're not familiar with the TigerTail, it's a really innovative product in that what this is going to do is it's going to mount in my trailer receiver hitch. So it's something that you can take out, move between machines, take it off if you don't want it on there. It's not a permanent install, which is really nice. And what it allows you to do, and again, this is my first time ever touching one of these, is this will be mounted on the back of your machine. You just pull the rope out, hook it onto the machine you want to pull out, and then just drive away. And as you drive away, you can see as I let it back in, it just self-retracts. So you don't have to worry about the rope laying on the floor and getting run over by the machine that you're pulling out, or anything like that, or wearing down or wearing out your winch or any electronics. So it's basically no electronic parts to it. It's just a spring in here that's going to retract the rope back onto it when you're using it, and that's all there is to it. So I'm really excited to try this out. I think it looks really cool. I'll get the mounting bracket open, and then I'll show you that. All right, so the mounting bracket's here. So this is I went with the 2-inch trailer receiver hitch, which is what I have on the back of my Can-Am. They also make a 1.25 inches if that's what you have on your machine. But that's a really heavy, I think that's a 3/8 inch steel plate. So this is really solid, really heavy duty. Got your instructions there. More mounting hardware. So this will be the mounting hardware to mount the plate to the hitch receiver, I believe. And then this hardware here is to mount the TigerTail itself to the mounting plate. And this is the mounting plate here. So again, that's a really solid, really thick piece of steel there. So this, ultimately what's going to happen is you have this in your trailer hitch, This is going to mount, and you can mount it in a lot of different ways depending on clearances and how you want it tucked in or not underneath the back of your machine. But you can mount it this way so the TigerTail will sit high. You can flip it over and mount it lower, and then you can also mount it backwards so that it's either on this side of the trailer hitch or the back side if you want it mounted even further back. So what that allows you to do is to really tuck it up underneath the back of the machine so it's out of the way. I've heard on the Can-Ams, because of where the license plate's mounted, doing it this way, you may run into some clearance issues or have to relocate the license plate, but I won't know that till I get it on the machine. So I'm just gonna get this bracket bolted together, and I'll try a couple different configurations and see which one fits best on the machine. Okay, so here's what I found so far with how it's going to fit on an Outlander. So right now I have the receiver in the hitch. It only goes to the first hole before it hits the diff there. So you do have there's 3 holes on the side. It'll only hit the first one, which is fine. So this is how far you can get it in. I took off my license plate, but I've left the license plate bracket there for now. So with just my test fitting, it's not going to fit with the bracket there. So if I'm thinking about putting it so it's tucked in behind, now it's difficult to see here, but you get the idea. If the bracket was going towards the back there so it's tucked up under, I would need to remove that license plate bracket, and then that's going to require me to relocate the license plate somewhere else. So for now, I'm not going to get into doing that. What I'm going to do is just spin it around this way, and I'll put it on the back side of the hitch receiver there just so that it's back that extra little bit, and then I'll sit the TigerTail on top this way, and then that way it's still, hopefully you can see it here, I'll move the camera back a bit, but that way it's still tucked up underneath the grab bar here on the back, still sort of flush with the back of the machine, doesn't stick out too far, and then maybe down the road I'll consider spinning it around and tucking it in the back, but for now I think this is how I'm going to do it. So I'll get it bolted up and we'll see how that looks. Alright, so I've got the parts all laid out here to mount the mounting plate to the hitch receiver. On my particular model here, the carriage bolts, it was a really tight fit getting the square of the carriage bolt into the square hole, so I just tapped it with a hammer and I got both of these mounted in place. So they're going to go around the back just like so, and then I'm going to put a washer on either side and put the nuts on. And that'll just be the same on both sides. And I'll get those tightened down. It's a 24 mil nut, so I'll get those tightened down. And I sort of want it to be, I'm thinking for now lower than higher, and then once I get the TigerTail actually mounted and I see how much clearance I have, I may slide this up a bit, but for now I'm going to have it so that it's just touching the top of the mounting bracket there. So there we go. So that's the mounting bracket done, and then I'll get the TigerTail itself mounted on top of here. So that was a 24 mil socket for that. It's a 19 for the hardware for the TigerTail itself. So look at that. So again, we've got 4 carriage bolts, 4 washers, 4 nuts. So it's the same process. And this is just going to sit on top here. And we'll just line up the mounting holes. So these are going to be the 4 mounting holes here. There are other holes. I'm not sure if you can perhaps mount it different ways depending on your application. But for mine here, we're going to do it this way, with the carriage bolts going in from the inside down. So we got those 4 in. And we've got all the mounting holes lined up, and then we'll just start getting washers and nuts on each of these. Not the easiest for getting your hands in there, but we'll make it work. All right, so those 2 are on. And just a couple of the specs on this while I'm doing this. The rope on this particular model is 12 feet long. So it's a fully synthetic rope. It's got a 12,000 pound brake strength on it. So it should be more than enough for any application, especially if you're taking a run at whatever it is you're trying to pull out. It's meant for that and designed for that. So it's meant to and built to withstand all those heavy pressures and the tension from 2 machines pulling on each other. All right, so we got all 4 of those on, so now it's just a matter of tightening them down and getting it sort of placed exactly where I want it. So I think I'm going to want it tucked back further. So you can see I've got some leeway there to slide it, so I'm going to tuck it back and tighten those down. And there we go. That's how it looks all mounted up. So we'll get it in the machine and see how it looks. All right, guys, so there it is all mounted up. I'm really happy actually with how far it sticks out. I'm glad I did this configuration and didn't have it tucked back under by the license plate there, because it seems to be, for practical use, it's in the perfect spot. Like you can see from the back of the machine here, from the side, it's not sticking out much further than the bumper is. So it's really easily accessible just to reach down and grab it without having to go right under the machine and get it. So I think I'm gonna like that configuration. I'm really happy with that. I really love the orange rope as well. Like if you're comparing it to the bumpers on the XMR here, it looks almost a perfect color match. So it just helps you really see the accessory there and just makes it stand out a little. So I'm really glad that I did go with that color combination. So what it's gonna allow me to do now is, you know, when your buddy's stuck or something, you need to pull him out, come along, grab the hook right out of the hook storage area there, pull it out. It's 12 feet long, hook it up to whoever it is you're pulling out, and then just drive your machine away and tow him out. And as he comes out, it'll self-retract, so that when you're done, you unhook it, self-retract, it'll go back in, hook on, and you're done. So no more need for tow straps and them dragging in the mud and then trying to put that back in your box all filthy and just getting everything dirty. And you don't have to use your winch and wear out your electronics. So it's a really simple product. Everything on here is serviceable as well. So KFI sells every single part that makes this thing up. So if you need to replace any parts, you can just order it from them. It's really reasonably priced, and replace any parts that might fail on you. So This isn't a review video. Obviously, I haven't used it yet, but every video that I've seen on it and every comment has been positive, so I don't have any doubt that it's going to perform well when I get it out on the trails. But I will leave links. I'll leave a link to KFI's website if you're interested in checking it out or grabbing one. And it's also available on Amazon, so I'll leave a couple Amazon links as well if you want to take a look. But anyway, if you found the video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you give it a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.